I just finished winning and MVPing every single match I played today, and there's a few core things that I did so that even when my team was busy fighting, losing Urn, and even throwing a mid-boss that we dynamo ulted, true story by the way, we still win. And that's what we're going to talk about in this episode of Shoddy's Yap Session. If you guys are new here, this is a series where I yap about a topic, and you turn me on in the background while you do something else, or if you really want to, you can watch the mid-game play. Let's get right into it. And one thing before we start, if you guys like free stuff, or if you want to talk to me, ask me any questions, or just get a class from me, you can get a free month at Gosu Academy, and I'll be doing classes there every other Saturday at 5 p.m. EST. And that includes this Saturday, so I'll see you guys there. All you have to do is join, top link in the description, and you get a free month. Anyways, for carrying or for winning under a 6 stack, character choice is really, really important. Now, unfortunately, you might hear that, you're like, oh, well, I'm a support player, I'm clicking off. But seriously, if you really want to climb and you don't have any friends that, let's say, play a character that can kill Walker, and it doesn't have to be a gun carry, right? I'm not telling you you have to play Viper, you have to play Wraith, you have to play 7, but you should play somebody that can kill a Walker, at least easily, or somewhat easily. Even Pocket is a decent one because the scaling on his 2 or anything. You just want a character that can kill a Walker, because when your teammates are bad, they will create a lot of opportunities for you, which we'll get into later. But first, let's talk about the lane phase. For lane phase, shoving wave for the first 3 minutes is all that matters. You want to kill the wave as fast as possible, push it into the enemy's tower, and then leave. Go by, shoot them, do whatever. You can poke the tower too a little bit. Since they changed the way damage works against objectives, you can actually take a Guardian at 5 minutes, which I've done a few games. But you just want to walk in, poke them a little bit, stand behind your creeps, make sure you don't take too much damage, and all you want to think about in the first 3 minutes is, I do more damage to them than they do to me. That's it. Now, one thing that helps with that is if you buy Healing Right or Extra Regen, which if I were you, I would buy almost every game. It's just a free win late item. And a lot of the key point of this video will be a lot of how to farm, when to push, stuff like that. And when you're farming, you just get free regen because you're always going to be out of combat because you'd be running boxes or whatever, or just rotating around the map. And the amount of HP you get is just amazing. Now, after that, around 4 minutes and 30, you want to go run a box route. Think about box routes just as circles, right? If you're going to leave lane, you want to circle back some way into the zip line. That's it. It doesn't have to be, oh, well, Deathy told me this, or Metro told me that, or anybody. They told me I have to go run a route like this. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're running the boxes, that's what really matters, because you'll probably clear all the boxes eventually. If you just do 3 routes, 4 routes, you'll be fine. Especially because most of the time your teammates won't be running boxes. I still don't see people run boxes in my games. It's sometimes, maybe. Especially the mid-boss boxes. Oh my god, dude. Those are always just, yippee, free money, you know? But you want to, on that 4:30 box route, you want to circle and end up at bridge buff. And you want to be waiting there around 4 minutes and 50 seconds, waiting for somebody to come there. If no one comes, beautiful, free buff. If they come, obviously just shooting them off bounce pad, parrying, whatever. But do not die for bridge buff. If you think, oh my god, there's 2 people coming at me, leave. Let them have it. It's not that big of a deal. You don't want to be dying, because at 6 minutes is when the game really starts. For you, 6 minutes is when that will decide, do I win this game or do I not? So you want to be alive for it. You want to be ready for it. Now, in lane phase, it's okay to lose or be neutral the first 5 minutes, because with the way you're going to be running boxes, grabbing sinners, doing everything, you're almost always going to outscale whoever you're laning against, unless they're a pretty high ranked player and they know how to macro as well. You're almost always going to outscale them. So by 10 minutes, you can just walk down their tower, kill them for free, and then leave. So you might have lost or played neutral the first 9, but doesn't matter. So don't overvalue getting that Guardian or getting picks or anything like that. But at 6 minutes is when you start getting T2s. I can't tell you how little I see people get a tier 2 camp in lane phase. It's like, there's one on top of our roof. Do you think that's there for like fun? Do you think that's like not supposed to be used? Please, around 6 minutes. And also, I didn't mention it, but wave spawns every 30 seconds in this game. At 6 minutes, go up to that roof after killing the wave, kill the camp, and leave. And just do it again. There's another one near Walker. Go kill that one after. And just doing that, I guarantee you'll outscale everyone in lane phase. You'll come back out of jungle with 8k farm, 9k farm while they're still at 6k. You're going to buy items. You're going to walk in their tower. You're going to kill them, and you guys win lane. From there, you want to beg for, please, somebody give me a side lane. I need money, team, please. If they give it to you, nice. If they don't, I'm not going to lie, I would tax them. I would just keep showing up in their lane, stealing the farm, and splitting it between you two. just because. And you want to be getting Sinners at 8 minutes, obviously. But the main thing is, if you're here to carry, you want to always be the one getting the doubles and your lane Sinners. And when you get doubles, all you have to do, ask someone mid lane or side lane or anything, hey guys, can I get a hover? Can someone sit near me? Because I can't tell you how many times you leave Sinners at 200 health and then you die instantly, you drop a 1k bag and then the game's over. Basically from there, the game has ended, you know, because so many people don't know how to play from behind or catch back up. So then they just start, oh, well, you know what? I had those 1k souls. I've been farming, guys. Maybe I must be strong. And then they go fight that same guy that they gave the 1k bag and just pop. You know what I mean? So try to get doubles, try to get as many Sinners as possible. And your job is just scale. That's all you care about. The first urn, I wouldn't even go to. Genuinely, I would not go to first urn. If your teammates are fighting it, I would recommend pushing out wave, killing 2 or 3 waves, and you want to be using the HP bars at the top of the screen to track where people are. What do I mean by that? If you haven't noticed, when someone's in a fight with you, their HP bar pops up on the scoreboard, or not the scoreboard, just the top bar, right? And it tells you basically, okay, that person is in vision. Someone sees that player, which means if you see 5 people on map, and let's say someone just reset blue wave, so it's pushing into the enemy, and you're in, let's say, yellow wave, and Urn is in green wave, you're going to take Urn as an opportunity to run it down yellow. And from there, as long as it's below 25 minutes, I would say, your job for the rest of the game is bait your team, take Walker, die for Walker, or don't die for Walker, and scale. Because the amount of souls you get from a solo Walker, plus if you're already ahead, plus you're pulling away resources from the Urn fight to you, it just gives your team, first of all, a better chance to win Urn. And if they don't win Urn, if they threw, you guarantee yourself Walker, and then we're still up. We still don't get slot locked. We still get that kind of advantage. And with you always babysitting waves, they're afraid to, let's say, go for Walker. Speaking of babysitting waves, please, all of you, I need everyone to watch this part of the video. Send this to your buddy who does this. Send this to all your Oracle teammates. For all that's good and holy, please learn how to map rotate without ziplining. You shouldn't be using your zip boost to go from yellow lane to blue lane. Please. It's like, bro, it's one jump pad. It's one jungle route. You could zipline halfway back and then you can go through that little mini camp and you're right behind Blue Walker. What are we doing? You know, stop ziplining. Zipline sucks. It's good for healing, but or if you have boost, but besides that, I would say zipline is slower than everything else you can do. You can just walk and it's faster than ziplining half the time. So please learn how to rotate. It's so much better. And you can babysit 2 waves at once if your team's really bad and get such an insane amount of farm that it doesn't matter what the enemy team does because you're 20k ahead and you just win. Speaking of that, I just won a 7 game. That's what made me think about this video. I won a 7 game and I had 16 kills or something, 4 deaths, and we almost lost. I was at 70k farm and we almost lost. And the reason why we almost lost was, first of all, of course, bad deaths, but my team just didn't know what was going on. We didn't know how to team fight. We didn't know how to do anything. If you look up bad matchmaking or bad teammates, everything that went wrong in that game is what would have went wrong in your games. This is the way it goes. But we still won, and we still won our lane and everything because I did everything that I'm talking to you about in this video. And of course, 7's just a busted character. I've been trying to try out the busted characters because I keep seeing people play them. I keep losing to like GT and 7 and this and that. And I'm like, bro, I'm so sick of this. So I started playing them. Oh my God. If you haven't played GT or 7 recently, first of all, look up the shoddy build for 7. I love the build. Thank you. I know. I made it. But they're busted. They're so free to just win every game on because the amount of damage they do is, oh my gosh, dude. You just actually force people to buy every counter item for you and it still doesn't matter because you keep buying more items. But anyways, your job is scale, 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 scale. Always scaling. You want to push Walker? Oh, your team's throwing and fighting? Walker. Oh, your team's doing anything? Walker. Oh, look, we have vision on 4 people? Walker. And all you do, which, by the way, there's a strategy to getting Walker. Please just stop standing in front of the Walker where the minion wave is. Go behind the Walker. And then if someone tries to dive you, circle around the Walker. You want to just be juking the person that's trying to kill you the entire time. You're running circles around them, using the Walker as cover so they can't hit you or see you very easily, and just saving your stamina to dash out of the slam. That's all you're doing. And the whole time you're just Walker, 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 Walker. If you get it, beautiful. If you die, who cares? You got it, right? But your job is get it. Now, of course, there's going to be times where you just deal damage and leave, but you want to be able to judge your own damage. If if you see, wow, I just took half the health in one ability, I'm going to stay here and wait for another one to come back up, and I'm going to kill it. Or if you say, wow, I only did 1/4 and I just dumped my whole clip, I'm going to get out of here. That's fine, right? It's a long game. You want to focus on, I got 2 solo walkers this game. I got 3 solo walkers this game. By the way, all the games I talked about I won, I got every single walker in every single game. So it's not like I'm joking when I say this. I had 40k objective damage, 30k objective damage, 28k objective damage. It's not a joke what I'm saying. You really have to get every single walker because your team doesn't know how to. They just know, ooga booga, me fight, me ult, yippee. Now, around the point where you get your first walker, or if you get your like 5 to 10k lead, that's when you want to start fighting. If you have around a 5 to 10k lead, which I would say 10k if possible, but it all depends on how the game's going and how much your team is feeding. But around that point, or if let's say Earn is on yellow lane and you already took the yellow lane walker, the green lane walker, you want to fight at that Earn fight because there's no walker for you to get, if that makes sense. You just want to focus on opportunities. If the opportunity isn't there for a walker, or if you already got them all or anything, that's when you have to start fighting with your team. You have to start helping with Earn. And from there, you should be strong enough that if you don't just run it down like an idiot and give them free kills, it's almost guaranteed to win at least 2 picks, 3 picks, and you just win the fight. Now, speaking of 2 or 3 picks, if you have around 3 people on the enemy team with over 30-second timers, mid-boss. Mid-boss as fast as possible. And when you get mid-boss, your job is get a shrine. Shrines are extremely important in this. You break base guardian, and if you get both shrines, the enemy team gets 25% less souls, or 20 or something, and they pretty much just lose because our wave will always push into them, and they get less souls, and it's always constant pressure from lanes. So if they fight, they're always going to be afraid of, shucks, no one reset wave, they're going to go half, or they're going to have winions or whatever. So around 30 minutes, you want to try your best to get that first shrine or the second shrine. If you can half, I've noticed a lot of people don't really value halving enough. Please half. Half is so OP. So if you can, and by the way, you don't have to stand in pit when you half. I don't think a lot of people realize that. I see so many people just inting their lives standing in pit trying to half. Bro, you can sit like 30 meters away. Just chill out. Just back up and just half it and then leave. And speaking of halving, you need to understand that trying to kill people before half is not as good of an idea as killing them after half. Because if you kill them after half, their timer does not get reduced from you halving the patron, which means it's a free kill. Free kill, and then they're put on a 70-second timer. And then you guys just have so much snowball power that you can just win off of one good fight. You know what I mean? Anyways, don't forget, if you guys like free stuff, click the link in the description, get a free month of Gosu Academy, talk to me, get classes from me, and you can even find other players in there to play with and climb with. I might even queue sometimes because I've actually been pretty active in the Deadlock Discord playing with randoms. It's been pretty fun. Also, if you guys want to master Deadlock in just one video, click this one right here. I love you guys. Have a good one. God bless you.